The Honourable Member for St. James.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today to recognize a former St. James resident, Winnipeg Blue Bombers quarterback Don Jonas. Don was the quarterback of the 1972 Winnipeg Blue Bombers and played in what many fans have termed the greatest game ever played in the Winnipeg Stadium. Don was recently recognized by the Winnipeg Blue Bombers Football Club at a home game at Investors Field. After a brief stint in the NFL, Don Jonas turned his options to the CFL, where in 1970 he played his first season in Toronto. In 1971, he moved to the Western Division to play with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. In his first year as quarterback, Don passed for 4,036 yards with 27 touchdowns. Don Jonas was the first Winnipeg Blue Bomber to win the Shenley Award for the CFL's Most Outstanding Player. It is significant to note that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers Football Club was financially challenged when Don Jonas was traded to Winnipeg. The team was in the cellar in the league, but by 1972, the team was in first place, largely to Don's play. The Winnipeg Blue Bomber franchise returned to financial viability, and Don Jonas was in part responsible for the 1972 expansion of the Winnipeg Stadium. In 1971 and 1972 seasons were considered to be a comeback years for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Fans could not get enough of Don Jonas. Football was fun again in Winnipeg. The club sold out 7 out of 8 games in the 1972 season, and many believe this was the biggest turnaround in CFL history. In the 1972 Western Final, the Blue Bombers were leading at the half by 2 touchdowns. The second half was unfortunately different, and we lost the game. Despite that heartbreaking loss, the Bombers had a remarkable year and lived up to the finest tradition of our Winnipeg Football Club. I had the pleasure of meeting Don Jonas along with the Honourable Minister of Sport, Culture and Heritage.
The Honourable Member's time has expired. Is there leave to allow the member to complete his statement? Leave has been granted. The Honourable Member for St. James.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I had the opportunity to meet with him, with the Minister of Sport, Culture and Heritage, as well as Mayor Bowman. He is truly a gentleman and an ambassador for Manitoba. Thank you, Madam Speaker.